So I guess our objection to a man of the cloth presenting his wife in public looking like a $2 whore. Two. At least two. Now, I didn't say she was. I'm not talking about her. My statement is not about her. My statement is about him. I said he presented his wife, and he said he bought the dress. Those are his words, not mine.
Why are black preachers using the pulpit to stand up and talk about people, to put people down, and to criticize and to judge people? Black preachers, black people who go to church, you know, they be the first to put somebody down. They be the first to cast stones. They be the first to judge. They be the first to criticize. They be the first to stand behind that pulpit and call you out and talk about you. They are the first ones to do this, and then they wonder why people don't want to go to church. The pulpit was not designed to stand up there and talk about people and put people down, you know. And I've seen these black preachers talk about their members, celebrities, you know. They just stand up and talk about people, you know. And the pulpit is not designed for that. The pulpit was designed to give sermons, to talk about Jesus Christ, you know, and to like do announcements and, you know, certain things like that. But the pulpit was not designed to put people down, to judge people, to call people out, to point the finger and criticize people. And if you watch the video, the bishop talks about how he objects to a preacher, a man of the cloth, you know, presenting his wife in public looking like a $2 whore. You know, really, Bishop, you really behind the pulpit saying all this? You really behind the pulpit saying this mess about this woman, or, you know, about anybody? To me, that he went too far with that. If I was Carrie Bryant or Jamal Bryant, I'd sue him for slander, you know, because he went too far with that. And then he goes on to say, well, I'm not talking about her. My statement's not about her, it's about him. Well, if they married, you're really talking about both of them, you know, because don't the Bible say that the two shall become one flesh? So if you're talking about her, you're talking about him. If you're talking about him, you're talking about her, you know. Either way it goes, he's talking about both of them, really. You know, but what he needs to understand, and what other bishops and pastors and apostles need to understand, is that everybody not going to look like your wife. Everybody not going to dress like your wife. Every pastor, bishop, apostle, you know, they all have different styles or whatever the case may be. You know, everybody that goes to church is not going to look the same, dress the same, act the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be that way. Everybody has their own individuality. Everybody has their own personality. You know, every pastor's wife is not going to have that traditional look. You know, I remember Bishop Brian had talked about, you know, if you want a first lady that looks like Little House on the Prairie, you at the wrong church. You know.
If you wanted a first lady that looked like Little House on the Prairie and Holly Hobbie, you got the wrong church.
Everybody's not going to look like that traditional pastor's wife or apostle's wife, evangelist's wife, whatever the case may be, whatever your title is, everybody is not going to dress the same.
I said the world of men. Now, ladies, don't judge me. You don't live in the world of men.
Y'all, this bishop need to go sit down somewhere. He said, now ladies, don't judge me now. Okay, but that's what he doing. He's standing up in the pulpit judging people, talking about people, putting them down, criticizing people. He judging people. It's okay for him to do it, but when somebody else, he don't want you to judge him. It's okay for him to judge, but it's a problem when you start judging him. You know, I feel like, I mean, if you have a problem with what somebody has on, you know, don't criticize them, don't judge them, don't put them down and talk about them, but just pray for them and move on.
Y'all don't like this. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't married to y'all. She married to me.